Yeah, I know. It's been a while. But have you ever done a daily vlog? Do you have any idea how much work goes into doing a daily vlog? Let me tell you, it's a lot of work. So after I finished up in April, I took a few months off, 6 months off. And the good news is now that I've had my long break, I'm ready to get back into this whole vlogging thing. And so today I'm going to tell you what I've been doing for the last 6 months. And we're going to talk about something that actually has me like opening up and talking like real things about my business. And in particular, we're going to talk about how my business has plateaued and what I'm doing to break through that plateau. So that's what you're going to get in today's vlog. Sorry it's been so long, but let's just get past that and jump right into it. Clearly, it's been a while since I've done a proper vlog because I just forgot to hit the record button on the recorder. So now we got to do this all over again. God, freaking amateur hour up in here. Anyways, so, okay. It's no secret, for the last however long, I've been doing some pretty fun stuff. I went and I played at, like, the most remote golf course in the world. And then I flew halfway across the world to play the oldest golf course in the world. And then I took this ridiculously stupid expensive flight. And
well, when they ask you what kind of champagne you want, and it's Dom Perignon or Krug, really only one thing to do. Get a glass of each.
And we went to the Maldives. We've got a private dinner overlooking the 6th green. There's nobody out here. Everybody's catering to us. It's moments like this that make you say, you know what? This was worth the effort. And okay. It's no wonder my business has plateaued. Obviously, I like to have fun. All those things aside, I've also been doing a lot over the last couple months to analyze the business and actually make legitimate changes. So here's the thing. I've been running Location Rebel for over 7 years. And I haven't necessarily changed a lot. I've kind of come to this realization that everything that's gotten me here isn't going to get me there. You can't keep doing the same things and expect the same results. So as I mentioned, Location Rebel's plateaued a little bit over the last couple of years. And fortunately for me, it's plateaued in a really good spot. It's made just under $250,000 a year for each of the last couple of years, which allows me the time and the freedom and the flexibility to do all the things I want to do. It's a very profitable business. We have one part-time project manager, myself, some tools, and that's about it. So I'm very fortunate. And in another video, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how I've gotten to that point and how we've been able to build a great business. But this video is all about how I've kind of hit this ceiling somewhere right in here that I've been having a tough time breaking through. But over the last couple months, we've been making some changes to bust through that and continue growing the business. So in this video, there's going to be 4 tips, 4 things that we're doing right now that if you're in a spot where your blog or your brand or your business is in that kind of similar situation where last couple months or last couple of years you haven't seen the growth you want, hopefully this is going to help. Focus. Why did the light change? The light was so good a second ago. It's not good anymore. So thing number 1 we've done, and if you're a Location Rebel reader, you have seen this. We actually blew up our main business. So we had 2 sites. We had Location 180, which was the blog, and we had Location Rebel, which was the products and the community. And they weren't very cohesive. If you went from one site to the next, you'd really have no idea they were related. And it was confusing people. If you came up to me and said, hey, what's your business called? Do I talk about Location 180? Do I talk about Location Rebel? And so I wanted to have everything on one site, one domain, one cohesive, consistent brand. And I figured by doing that, by shaking things up, by making a big move, it would reinvigorate the brand and invest a little bit more life into it. And that's exactly what's happened. We made the move just over 2 months ago, and in those 2 months, sales are actually up about 35%. So whether it's people better understanding it, whether it's the light we've shown on the brand and doing something different, people have been resonating. We've been getting a lot of people inside Location Rebel Academy. They've been having a lot of success. So that's great. So for where you're at, like, what can you do in your business? Is it make sense to rethink what you are or rethink your brand and blow something up in a big way that Probably sounds terrifying, and it took me over a year to work up the nerve to actually do this. I was terrified, but could potentially make a really big impact. So think about that. The second thing that we're doing is focusing on the things that we like. There's so much advice out there in terms of marketing and what you can do and strategies and this and that. Most people are like, okay, how do I do all of it? Well, you don't do all of it and you can't do all of it. So why don't you focus on the things that you're good at and the things you like? So for me personally, I've gotten pretty good at Instagram. With my golf brand, Breaking 80, we've built an Instagram account that's led to money, traffic, followers, building my reputation in the golf industry. It's been awesome. So we're like, man, Location Rebel like perfectly aligns with the Instagram platform. We've got pretty photos of people working in cool places. I can share travel stuff. It just makes a lot of sense. So we launched the Location Rebel Instagram account. And already with only like a dozen posts, we've got over 500 followers. I've gotten asked to be on 2, fairly large podcasts just because people found me on Instagram. So it's starting to show some results in a way that we, hadn't necessarily seen from some of our social media stuff in a while. But it all comes down to this. What do you enjoy? What are you good at? And what can you be consistent with? Instagram doesn't work if you're only posting once a month. YouTube doesn't work if you're only posting once a year. So if you're going to do it, whatever you do, be consistent, and that's what's going to lead to your success. So blow something up, make a major change, focus on something that you enjoy, that you can do consistently. The third thing that we're doing is actually promoting our stuff. So for like 7 years, I've thought I promoted my blog posts. I thought I promoted everything I was doing. I'd share it on social media and I'd send something to my email list. That's like 5% of promoting. Here's the thing. I get emails all the time, probably a couple thousand a year from people wanting me to promote their stuff. And you know how many of those emails are actually thoughtful, good, make me want to read and help the person that does that? Like, probably about 5. I probably get 5 good pitches every single year. And because of that, it's led to this huge, limiting belief. I hate that term. It's led to this huge, roadblock in my head where it's like, I don't want to be that spammy dude that annoys all of these influencers and blog owners and business owners. I don't want to do that. And so I haven't done it. But the reality is I can do that without spamming them. I can do that in a thoughtful way. I can leverage the connections I do have and the friendships I do have to build those relationships further in a way that can help my business. And so that's been one of the big revelations for me. I think Twitter is an excellent way to do this. If you're on Twitter, you can start connecting with people really easily so that they at least know who you are. And then you can send them an email just saying what's up. And they're going to have a sense. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that conversation. I remember that question or that comment or whatever. So there's a lot you can do through Twitter, through email that can help promote your stuff. And building those relationships, I think, is the fundamental crux to promoting. So don't just throw out a little tweet or a little Facebook post because it feels good and it's easy. Actually go a step farther and try and build real relationships where you can help people and hopefully they can help you in return. Blow things up. Consistently do the things you enjoy. Actually promote by building real relationships. And you know what the fourth thing is? And this is going to be stupid. You're going to be like, dude, you've already got $250,000 and you haven't been doing this. And that's setting goals and using project management software. Right? Everybody, that should be just business 101. So I set goals, but I don't really track them. And I'll set a goal and then I'll set a new goal. And I don't follow through with them. There's not been a whole lot of follow through. I've tried literally just about every project management software available, and I don't like any of them, so I've neglected to use them. But now we're actually getting on board. This morning we had a whole strategy call. Been leading up to it for 2 weeks. Lots of thoughts, lots of planning, lots of documents back and forth. We're finally getting some of these plans in motion, and it's actually happening. But if you want to grow, you actually have to set goals. You have to have a way to measure what you're doing and track what you're doing. God, who would have thought? This is such a huge revelation. Oh my God, we should all have this $1 million businesses. But I'm an idiot and I haven't done those things. And that's one of the biggest reasons that my business is here when it could be somewhere up outside of the frame of the camera. Those are just 4 of the things we're doing to help break through this plateau. They might seem stupid. They might not seem like they can lead to much, but in doing those over just the last little bit of time, we've already started seeing more results. In the next video, I'm going to share some tips about how we've actually been able to build a business that big and of that size that allows me to go travel and do all this fun stuff and frankly, let my business plateau.
which isn't a bad thing. I don't recommend it, but I'm fortunate in that I've been able to get by just fine. If you subscribed while I was doing my daily vlog, expecting a bunch more daily vlogs, and you didn't get anything, I'm sorry. Thank you for making it this far in this video. If you're new to this, hit subscribe. Whether you have a business or not, I can help you grow it. I can help you build something that you can run from anywhere in the world. Anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection. Anywhere. I can help you do that and allow you to do more of the things that you enjoy doing in life. For me, flying in fancy airplanes, going golfing, spending time with my friends and family. So, next Thursday, check out that video. Make sure to hit subscribe. Check out some of these other videos that I think are over here, or maybe they're over here. On one of these sides, there'll be some more videos right now. And in the meantime, it is 2:47. I have exactly 2 hours and 13 minutes to go vote. I know, I'm a slacker. And this is in Oregon, where we've got mail-in voting. So, whatever. By the time you see this, things could be really, really, really bad or just kind of bad. Hopefully, it's the latter. And anyway, thanks again for watching this. Make sure to subscribe. See you next week. And God, I hope the sound's recorded this time because I don't want to do this for a third time. See you later.